my name is Sofia Melendez, and over the past year, I've had the absolute pleasure of working under the supervision of Dr. Pukall and Stéphanie Gauvin at the Sexual Health Research Laboratory. We've been interested in understanding the mechanisms of how bisexual individuals navigate sexual issues. Navigating sexual issues is like navigating unpleasant surprises. Let's say that you and your partner are on a trip and you get a flat tire. Things could go one of two ways. You could focus on the tire and how it has absolutely ruined your evening plans, or you and your partner can be flexible and have some fun and flirty chats while you wait for the tow truck to come. Guess which scenario might allow the couples to have a better time? This approach applies to all sorts of situations, including sexual issues. Unfortunately, sexual issues are quite common. Globally, between 19 to 52% of people experience sexual issues, and these issues range from concerns about orgasm to genital pain to partner dissatisfaction and so on. The good news is that people who experience sexual issues can have very happy sexual lives, and we're interested in understanding how this happens and what factors are involved. Thankfully, the literature has pointed to several factors. So the first being sexual script flexibility, which means having an adaptive approach when an issue comes up. This is related to increased sexual satisfaction. The second factor is partner communication, which involves both verbal and nonverbal communication about what you like and dislike sexually. Partner understanding of that communication is the third factor. The fourth is the balance of rewards to costs, which means you're increasing the things that you like sexually and decreasing the things that you don't really like. And the three factors in purple are also related to increased sexual satisfaction, but we don't know how all these factors come together, and that is one of the goals of this research. So this is how we believe they come together. The second gap here is that even though bisexual individuals make up the largest portion of the LGBTQ+ community, they are underrepresented in the literature, in part because of exclusion criteria. So this research looks to increase the representation of the bisexual community in the literature, and also to understand the model that we just discussed and how it might apply to bisexual individuals. We conducted an online survey and recruited 962 people who reported being attracted to more than one gender. We used the following validated measures and developed a partner understanding measure for the purpose of the study. In terms of demographics, cisgender women made up the largest portion of our sample. The mean age of our participants was 35, but there was a really wide range. And most of the participants came from North America and Europe. Thankfully, our hypothesized model was supported by our results, but let's break it down. So increased sexual script flexibility was related to increased sexual satisfaction. And in this relationship, it was partially mediated by the factors that we proposed. As you can see, these were medium effect sizes, which suggests that they may be clinically relevant. All of the indirect effects here between the factors were significant with smaller effect sizes. But what does this all mean? So people who are more flexible in their approach to sexual issues likely communicate their sexual likes and dislikes to their partners better, which then in turn allows their partners to understand what they need and be better equipped to respond. This then allows partners to do more things that they like sexually and fewer things that they don't like sexually, which then allows them to have greater sexual satisfaction. So this study showed quantitative evidence for the conceptual model of how bisexual individuals navigate sexual issues. It brought together various factors from the literature and how they work in sequence. This helps to increase the representation of the bisexual community in the literature, and it shows that this model holds for a sexually diverse sample. We also found that partner interactions play a role in sexual well-being, which further supports a dyadic approach to sex therapy. In terms of future directions, it would be good to assess this model in a clinical sample and in a culturally diverse sample, and also to integrate qualitative methods so that we can gain a deeper understanding of the bisexual community's experiences with navigating sexual issues. I always look forward to engaging with others about inquiry, so please don't hesitate to connect with me or reach out and ask any questions through the Slack board or on Twitter.